Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get into our celebrity tarot card reading with Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian. But first, go hit that button, subscribe, I think it's called. Yeah, go ahead and hit that. If you're new here, my name is Jordan. It's nice to meet you. I am Hangman Tarot. We're going to get into this oracle reading straight away. So I'm just going to leave all the fancy stuff till the end of the video. Just make sure that you hit subscribe as a thank you to me. Let's get into this reading. I'm excited to do it. So we're going to go over the astrology first of the Kardashian, Miss Kardashian, or I guess Mrs. and Mr. Barker now. It's official, isn't it? First, I'm going to go over their astrology, and then I'm going to go over what the hell's going on here, okay? Travis Barker. We're going to start with him first. His name is Travis Landon Barker. He was born November 14th, 1975. He's an American fame by drumming the band Blink-182. He's currently the drummer of Plus 44 and has also played the side projects Boxcar Racer, Transplants, and Expensive Taste. Let's get into his astrology. He was born Friday, November 14th, 1975 at 8:59 p.m. in California, United States. He is a Scorpio, Aries moon sign, ascending is Cancer. He is a birth path of 11. Get into Miss Kardashian. Well, Mrs. Barker, excuse me. Holy buckets. She was born Wednesday, April 18th, 1979 at 3:15 a.m. in LA, United States, of course. Yeah. Oh, and her sun sign is an Aries. Capricorn is a moon sign, and her ascending is a Pisces, birth path 3. We all know who she is. She's Kourtney Mary Kardashian is what she was born. She's an American celebutante, socialite, businesswoman, television personality, and a model. She's best known for her appearances on reality TV show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, of course. She is from the parents of Kris and Robert Kardashian, and then her mom went on to marry Bruce, and he's an Olympian. We can't forget to talk. We got to talk about Bruce. Okay, it's just the must. All right, I'm going to go over their current energy. I just want to see where their current vibe is, of course. And they just got married. I mean, like, we could guess their current energy, and we could just, watch them make out for hours and understand what's going on. All right. So, currently going for our dreams. Yes, they are. I would say so. So currently in a place where their dreams are abundantly happening, the manifestations have, that they built for years and years, thinking about, the right type of person that they're wanting, or the right energy, or the right family. That's where they're headed. That's where they're at. Definitely working on speaking up for themselves. So this is currently in their energy. So maybe it's harder for one of them to speak up, not quite sure, but within and around this relationship, there's definitely some sort of a practicing of, speaking for themselves, or allowing themselves, the space in the room here on the planet just as much as everybody else, and shining their light. So they are definitely in their light. They're managing it. They're allowing it to be bright. They're allowing it to be there. So they're not covering up at all in energy for where they are at. Okay. All right. We're going to get into this tarot card reading. We're going to confirm that current reading. The current oracle cards, excuse me. There we go. I feel like you guys have to look at my nose when I'm sitting like that. I'm like, hey, hello. No, this is just the first celebrity reading that I've been doing. We're going to get into the thoughts and the feelings specific to them. We're going to find out how they're vibing, get all the information and the tea through tarot reading. The tarot cards tell you everything. All right, so let's find out what's going on with the two of them. We know that they're married. We get it, blah, blah, blah. They, after attempting to elope, though, in Las Vegas and then getting legally married in the States, they jetted off to Italy for their romantic wedding ceremony. So the overtop nuptials on Sunday, May 22nd, were dripping in Gothic glamour as the couple descended in Italy with their famous families, of course, were all there. And every single person you could imagine that was important to them, wedding of the year type jazz. I know. I just feel like something's off. I kind of thought it was Travis for a minute. I'm really thinking that because he's a source of light, and that is definitely something that's indicated in his birth path. She is a tad, with her birth path being 3, she's a tad childish, and there's like, so much energy vampiring from her that she becomes annoying to people. So like I just feel like she's probably the succubus in the relationship if there was one. But we're going to get into this. All right. Okay, so we're going to get into how he feels first. So we're going to talk about that first, okay? He is extremely fortunate. Karmically, I don't think that this is something that's specific for them for a path or what they're supposed to be doing, but I do feel like they kind of like were forcing certain things. And with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's just indicating to me that the less likeliness of them actually supposed to like do it, you know, this marriage stuff, being a relationship specifically. I just feel like there's a little bit of a force. It was kind of pushing, he was pushing or something. He definitely didn't feel fortunate when it came to that, not being able to get married in Las Vegas, clearly, but or in Italy, besides having to get married in Italy, Vegas, excuse me. I don't know how many times these people have been married, but they're confusing the fuck out of me. Let's just start there. All right. Emotionally, this woman is his world, obviously. He thinks that the world rotates around her. Everything is his attention. Every single part of him, every single particle being is focused and fixated on her. Very down to earth, very sensitive and calm energy when it comes to how he feels about her. As far as her thoughts and feelings go, hold on. All right. So as far as her feelings towards him, she loves this relationship. She loves this affair. She loves this connection. She feels like he's very sensitive. He's very, very much in this chill vibration that she really digs. And she's really like, just really taking a cup of it and drinking it. So everything that he does, literally, she drinks. I don't know how to explain that then other than what I'm saying to you. And I feel as if emotionally, the way that they express, she loves the way that he expresses and the femininity that he has within and around him. She definitely vibes that. That is something that is a part of him. And she definitely is into that type of situation. As far as like the flexibility within who he is, that is also something that she is very much into, but she's digging this person. Her thoughts on him could go on and on and on, and they would if I didn't stop it. Emotionally, she's in a very positive state. She feels very warm. She feels nurturing. She feels like motherly. Definitely could be baby soon. There might be a baby now or just a maybe baby soon. It's right there though. It's literally right there. It's almost like so much so that you could see it and feel it and smell the baby and hear the baby crying. Like literally it's right there. Yeah, it's a very positive emotional connection. This vibe it's vibrant, it's nurturing. Again, it's lovely. It's very, very much so headed towards that baby stuff though. It's just like, you guys already have kids. I just don't get it. Whatever. It's not up to me, people. It's not up to me. If it was up to me, sorry, you guys are like, get on with it. Jesus. Okay. Let's find out the intentions over here on Travis Barker's side. Okay, so as far as intentions, I feel like there's definitely some sort of worry here, or maybe even indecision on, kind of what's next. Health issues are a huge thought thing for him. He's not communicating that to her, but that is something that worries him extremely. And his thoughts are, his intentions would be to bring her health if he could. Okay. And mentally, he's trying to be there as, as stable as, as much as a clear person, as clear as he can be. He's really trying to hold strong for her. But this is definitely a conflict or, something that he definitely grieves and it very much bothers him. So this health and mental health are something that he's definitely coming at her with his intention to kind of put his hand out. Because, the energy is delaying in that just a touch here. I mean, he could get you through anything, though. He's very one-of-a-kind type of person. His birth path indicates that the one-of-a-kindness. He's definitely somebody who sheds light for everybody. Like, people just love when he's around type of vibe. All right. Her intentions are to really get into action as far as planning. So getting into, of course, this peaceful relationship, she wants to keep it balanced. She wants to keep the trust, and it has a lot of potential, and it's something that she definitely is encouraging. So her intention is to come forward towards him with planning, and planning could be, something creative because she's a really creative individual, and just even planning, more energy, more manifestation, just getting into that sex, the vitality of things, really getting into some sort of, vibe together. That's super charming. Super charming, these two. These two are just classic. Oh man, I can't even deal with this. We all need a Travis Barker, right? Give me a call. Or Kourtney Kardashian, whatever, I guess. All right, let's find out the biggest issue in this situation would be is the baby stuff, okay? They are super inspired to, make a spawn. Is that the right word? I don't know. They're really wanting to create a baby. So they want to bring, the baby in. They want to add, all the emotional love and the connection. They want to put it into this baby. But this baby is going to bring them a sense of flow, a sense of balance. They'll feel more secure. So that is the main issue or topic as of right now, though. Yeah. Definitely something that they're having to deal with, because when they're together, I mean, they have a lot of harmony, but this is bringing, a disadvantage to the situation. It almost makes them feel like a little more intense here. So it's like they got to get into more of a passive type of energy, especially when they're dealing with the baby stuff, because, they're really learning how to invent all sorts of different things just so that they can have a baby or initiate the situation. So energy. So as far as, baby maybe's close to not being able to have kids. So I mean, I feel like that's definitely a thing here. But that's the only issue that's looking at me. That's the only thing that I'm seeing here as of right now. What is the likely outcome for the next month? Ooh. Weird. Okay, so likely outcome here is there's going to be a lot of judgment. Now, this could be judgment onto their own selves, but really bringing in this plan or, adding to the baby stuff. I don't know how. I just feel like they're going to turn their back on it for a little bit. I don't think that they're going to, add to the situation until it's really time. Because as far as like getting into a place where they're like really mastering it, the baby making or the skill of it, or really just getting into the energy movement or action, it's difficult. And again, it's going to be a lot of judgment onto their own selves, and they're going to get very frustrated with the situation. So they are going to turn their back on it, only again because they're really just trying to add a lot of information into what they need to do. So this is something that, again, it's not going to be a whole belly full of talking about it. They're not into, creating a big story for anybody. Like, especially him, he really don't give two shits how anybody feels about the situation. Let's get last two cards here. Yeah, I feel like they think that they moved too fast with the baby stuff for some reason. I feel like they definitely feel like they might have moved too fast in that situation for sure. And really learning how to trust the process is something really difficult in this case. Okay. Really keeping them up at night for certain. Even though it's keeping them up at night, no matter what. No matter how unclear things get for them, the anxieties, the worries, those are something that they can wake up and they can deal with it that next day. But it does kind of make them sick to their stomach. She could even get sick to her stomach. I mean, and if pregnancy comes, that's what comes. But I feel like she's definitely adding to the manifestation of it. So, I mean, that kind of stuff is nothing that she's worrying about. She's just worrying about the baby stuff at this moment, okay? Yeah, because the odds are by the end of the month, she's going to be in a very grounded place. And she's going to be experiencing everything through her senses within and around Travis Barker. That's all they're going to be doing is physical stuff. That she's going to be the queen of physical. She's going to be the queen of earth. I mean, she's going to get into a very sensible place because the fertility will get better. And that'll be coming up here within this month or all the way into July. For sure. No matter what, though, it's going to be a struggle because there's going to be a lot of things here, a lot of decisions that they're going to have to make. and definitely not wanting to see the actual truth or the fact that she's old. I mean, she's, she's older than me, but I mean, when you get old, you stop having kids, and there's a reason for that. So, I mean, it's just like she's bound to not see what's going on, though. She's just like, let's just keep going. We can do this. I have no eggs. It's fine. I mean, you gotta. There's an, even if she gets into a really fertile place, I feel like the struggle. She doesn't care how bad it gets. She really don't. All she's focused on is just, I don't know what it is, but attaching herself to something is super important. And she already mimics Travis Barker. So this is just indicating to me, if I have his spawn, if I have his baby, then, that's kind of really sealing everything in. Because as, Kim Kardashian would say, is marriages come and go, but babies are forever. So they'll be stuck together like glue. All righty. I will be back with another celebrity reading. Please go ahead and hit subscribe to Hangman and Tara. I hope you enjoyed that Travis Barker and Kourtney Barker reading. I think she's the vampire. I think she's a vampire of all things. Like, I really do. For sure on this note, though. I think she is the source in which she steals the energy. She steals the light, kind of, if that makes sense. It's almost like when you're around her, it's like a damp blanket. That's the old saying. But I feel like that, she has all this charisma. She's got a lot of flags for me. I don't know if I ever would have dated her. But that she's got like a really crazy charisma. She's very childish though, and she becomes very annoying. She's very much kind of like leeches on to everybody. Codependency, yeah. I feel like some trauma probably, when she was younger, inspired her to kind of like grab onto her partners and really melt into them. I feel like definitely the Kris Kardashian. I'm gonna do a reading on the mom. I think she's kind of a weirdo. So I like a good weirdo read. So I think I'll do that. But no, he's one of a kind type of guy. Like I said, his light, his energy is something that people feed off of no matter what. So like if somebody has all this extra drama and stuff with them, they're going to suck all of the life out of him for sure. And I mean, he's a Scorpio, a Cancer, and he's ascending Cancer and then Aries. So, this man is just soft, juicy, emotional, just crying probably when, giving her a bath at night. I don't know. It's creepy. It's whatever. I got to get out of here. All right. Hit subscribe. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.